just to give you kind of some information here, our compliance specialists are responsible for ensuring we are meeting licensing and credentialing requirements, as well as our own internal company requirements and requirements of our customers like hospitals and medical facilities. So to help our compliance specialists do their jobs, currently we have available a 15-page PowerPoint with voiceover where 5 pages of it is links to outside sources. So our compliance specialists are basically missing necessary information. The information that they do need is hard to find or not there, which encourages them to either not go look for information and guess, or tap their coworkers for information, which sometimes they get the right answer, sometimes they get the wrong answer. So ultimately, our strategic performance objective is to improve their audit scores. And then the behaviors we want to change is allow them to quickly and easily access accurate and relevant information independently, and reduce the amount of inaccurate or misinformation that's being shared within the team. And then again, ultimately, we want to improve audit scores. So our personas are new Nancy. She's new in the role. She's really eager to learn, and she will go to this resource. Know-it-all Nate isn't new to the role. He feels he doesn't need any training. He feels like he knows everything there is he needs to know, but sometimes he's sharing wrong information, which is translating down the line. Then we have impatient Ida, and she prefers not to use the resource that we have. She feels it takes too long to get into the PowerPoint, find those links, and then search through the links. And so she's the one that's messaging or calling coworkers. And then we have adherence Adam. Adam knows what's going on. He understands how we work. He goes to the resources and does everything he's supposed to do. Poor Adam, though, is just missing some of the resources that he needs. So when we went and looked at what we have, obviously it was kind of easy because we have a source, but it needs to be upgraded and a lot of things needed to be added to it. Okay. So it was pretty easy for us to identify what we needed to do because our before score was 3.5, and then after we do our surround and make our upgrades and stuff, we'll have a 9. In our surround, what I did is thought, okay, what are all the things that we can do in each of our categories here, and then identified who these would apply to or who could best use this information. I think one of the most profound things we found is there wasn't really too much that was in formal training, where my company is very big on formal training right now. And so we've created a lot of new opportunities for our learners. And so we're hoping to encourage them to want to and need to use our assets. For tracking, we're gonna improve our percentage of increases to our audit score. So our audit scores will be better if they can access this information and have, and surprisingly enough, our audit scores now aren't terrible. We just know they can be better. We're also going to track, how many DMs, chats, emails, calls are going back and forth to managers and coworkers, and our managers seeing a change in that. And then I know this one was kind of a tricky one for me, but the percentage of increase in asset usage. But the problem is not very many people are using anything we have it now. And so I'm thinking if we have some tools, they will use them. They've told us they want them. So we would just like to see how much of an increase we have in these other learning opportunities in the cluster from what we have now. So that's the basics of it.